Hello, today's video we have the following content.
A famous screenwriter responded to Xiao Zhan's The Legend of the Condor Heroes Douban score of 5.5. It is too outrageous and has no reference value. Recently, the new The Legend of the Condor Heroes starring Xiao Zhan and Zhang Daffy has been scored on Douban. I believe everyone has seen it and it has also been on the hot search list. This movie has a Douban score of 5.5. In response to this, a famous screenwriter posted an article to respond to Xiao Zhan's The Legend of the Condor Heroes Douban score of 5.5, saying that with more than 300,000 participants, the box office is only more than 500 million, which is simply too outrageous. It is worth mentioning that more than 300,000 people participated in the rating, which is already the second highest in the Spring Festival period. There are too many malicious negative reviews. Is it still of reference value? It is reported that a famous screenwriter on the internet posted an article to respond to Xiao Zhan's The Legend of the Condor Heroes Douban score of 5.5. Like everyone else, he was shocked. With more than 300,000 people participating in the rating, the box office is only more than 500 million, which is simply too outrageous. The screenwriter also revealed that many of them are not The Legend of the Condor Heroes viewers, and it is not justifiable to score on Douban. In fact, everyone can see this and is very clear about it. It cannot be said that it has no reference value at all, but the audience cannot only believe in Douban ratings, but must have their own judgment and choice. The 2025 Spring Festival file is really eye-opening, subverting previous cognition, and allowing people to see the depth of the film market, and understand why the audience is gradually moving away from the cinema year after year. The Spring Festival file is like a feast controlled by capital. The audience who walk into the cinema seems to have the right to choose, but in fact they can only enter the set framework. They have to buy it even if they don't buy it, which makes people feel cold. And Xiao Zhan was born like a wedged into the cake controlled by capital, and set off a huge wave. I believe many people are curious, why is Xiao Zhan always bloody all the way? Just as The Untamed became a hit, there was an unprecedented digital storm besieging it, and it was not over. Here I want to say that it is Xiao Zhan's righteousness and strength that make the sensitive camp feel threatened. I don't know since when, without background, backers want to succeed. It has become a foolish dream, and Xiao Zhan is like a messenger carrying the dreams of ordinary people, creating a legend and wedging into the boundaries of capital. Every one of his works has been deliberately targeted. The most explosive costume blockbuster Yu Gu Yao has been jointly launched by many companies on multiple platforms to prevent explosions. However, Xiao Zhan has grown up, is strong enough, and has truly entered the hearts of thousands of people. He cannot avoid being slandered and targeted, but his existence is a clear stream that cleanses the rules and darkness of the entertainment industry. After the digital storm, the clear action issued by the state is a resounding answer. And during the Spring Festival of 2025, Xiao Zhan's first movie after becoming famous, The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero, was officially released. It shocked the film industry with more than a dozen pre-sale records in film history. The powerful combination of Xiao Zhan plus Tsui Hark has become the most anticipated movie, and it has also made a number of film investors and film producers feel a great threat. The rule that has always been based on pre-sale results to determine the scheduling of films has also been secretly broken by the investors and cinemas. Some cinemas have no choice but to reveal that in order to pay high scheduling fees, they can only compress the scheduling space of The Legend of the Condor Heroes. This means that the number of prime screenings for The Legend of the Condor Heroes is pitifully small, and the venues and screening times are not ideal. What's worse, various glitches were created to force full audiences to refund tickets, which is a pity, but other films were put on the schedule. For all these reasons, The Legend of the Condor Heroes was largely excluded, and the audience wanted to watch it but had no choice and it was inconvenient to choose. It has to be said that these covert operations caught The Legend of the Condor Heroes off guard. It also really makes people see the sinister nature of a reality driven by huge interests and the extreme irregularities in the film market facing the overwhelming brainless abuse of the Black Army. It is really despicable to try to discredit a film that is highly praised by the country and distributed globally. This one-sided and malicious evaluation not only fails to cover up the highlights of the film itself, but also highlights the strong influence of the film on the public. A truly good work does not need to cater to everyone, because those who truly appreciate it will see its value. Watching this The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The most intuitive feeling is that the scene is grand and shocking, magnificent and exciting. The emotional portrayal between Guojing, Wang Rong and Hua Zheng is delicate and moving, with both the throbbing of youth and innocence, and the heroic responsibility of heroic children. The emotional line is gentle and profound, touching. The martial arts special effects are even more remarkable. The action design is smooth and powerful, with both visual impact and artistic beauty, showing the chicken blood of the martial arts world to the fullest. Xiao Zhan's acting skills are undoubtedly a highlight of the film. The scene where he hugged his mother and cried bitterly was sincere and affectionate, which touched the tears of countless audiences, and when facing thousands of troops, the firmness and pride in his eyes fully interpreted the spirit of the greatest hero: serve the country and the people. This is not only a visual feast, but also a masterpiece full of emotion and power, showing the unique charm of the Chinese martial arts spirit. Just like the painting standing in public, when it is placed in the public eye, everyone will interpret and judge it from different angles. Whether it is a work of art or a movie, there will always be various voices. But unfortunately, such an excellent movie like The Legend of the Condor Heroes, with a strong lineup, meticulously crafted, and highly praised by the country, has encountered deliberate nitpicking and targeting, which is really heartbreaking. Excellent work should be evaluated fairly, but in today's era of information flooding, some unwarranted smears and malicious attacks often spread faster than sincere praise. But facts speak louder than words. The quality of a movie does not depend on a few bad reviews, but is reflected in the audience's real viewing experience and inner feelings. The reversal of the box office and the true feelings of the audience are the best affirmation of the film. The Legend of the Condor Heroes is a masterpiece worth remembering in terms of production scale, spiritual intention, and the attentive performance of the actors. The wonderful performances of actors such as Xiao Zhan have vividly interpreted the emotions and chivalrous spirit of the characters. This sincerity and effort cannot be erased by any malicious slander. Just like the painting, different strokes depict different views, but those who really appreciate it always see the value and soul of the work. Excellent works will eventually pass through the hustle and bustle and leave real brilliance in the years. Support Xiao Zhan and support The Legend of the Condor Heroes because it deserves it. That's right! People who really love movies will be moved by the care and sincerity contained in the work, rather than being swayed by unwarranted doubts and malice. The value of an excellent work does not depend on short-term controversy, but on standing the test of time. After all, the noise from the black fans is just a passing cloud, and the real light cannot be covered up. The Legend of the Condor Heroes is not only a martial arts film, but also carries the profound connotation of chivalry and patriotism in Chinese culture. Xiao Zhan used his sincere performance and in-depth understanding of the role to shape the character of Guojing vividly and three-dimensionally. Every look and every movement on the screen is full of love and awe for the role. This kind of seriousness and dedication cannot be denied by any superficial criticism. Supporting Xiao Zhan and supporting The Legend of the Condor Heroes is not only a recognition of an actor, but also a respect for careful creation and serious interpretation. I believe that time will prove everything, and good works will eventually be seen, understood and cherished by more people. Keep your original intention in the hustle and bustle, and shine in the doubts. Truly excellent works and actors are destined to be remembered by history. You were right. Public opinion often goes astray under certain deliberate guidance. Malicious manipulation and irresponsible criticism can quickly destroy and cover up the true value of a work. Guojing, played by Xiao Zhan, is not just a heroic figure. He carries compassion and chivalry for the people of the world. He has the world in his heart and is chivalrous and righteous. This role setting is consistent with his performance in reality, showing a deep understanding and dedication to justice and patriotism. However, it is sad that in reality, this movie and Xiao Zhan's performance have encountered suppression from some malicious forces. As you said, how ironic and sad this situation is. The chivalrous spirit advocated by Guojing in the movie has been distorted by some unreasonable voices, and the true value of the movie has been deliberately obliterated. This extreme unfairness and prejudice often makes people question the justice and aesthetics of society. But just like Guojing's spirit, justice and sincerity will eventually win. Although public opinion may be maliciously manipulated, the power of the movie itself cannot be easily shaken. As an actor, Xiao Zhan has long won the recognition and support of a large number of audiences with his strength and sincere efforts. No matter how the outside voice changes, Those who see sincerity and talent will always support and understand him. This is also the value of the movie The Legend of the Condor Heroes. It not only shows the glory of chivalry and heroes, but also tells a story about justice, courage and persistence through the joint efforts of Xiao Zhan and the crew. I hope more viewers can jump out of their prejudices, see the true charm of the film, and understand the hard work of Xiao Zhan and all the participants.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.